السينما وسيلة قوية لزيادة الوعي بقضايا مهمة كتير. الأفلام ممكن تلهم وتحفز الناس إنهم ياخدوا خطوات للتغيير، خصوصاً لما بتكون بتعرض الجانب الإنساني من مشاكل حيوية زي تغيير المناخ والتلوث ومشاكل البيئة. جايزة النجمة الخضراء في مهرجان الجونة السينمائي بتسلط الضوء على الأفلام اللي بتتناول قضايا عن البيئة وتغيير المناخ والحياة البرية، وبتكرم الأفلام اللي بتحكي قصص عن الاستدامة وحماية الكوكب. في الحلقة دي لجنة تحكيم جايزة النجمة الخضراء في مهرجان الجونة السينمائي، المكونة من الفنانة تارا عماد، الفنان أحمد مجدي، والمنتجة الهولندية أنماييك فاندر هيل، هيتكلموا عن العناصر اللي بيدوروا عليها في الأفلام اللي بتندرج تحت فئة التوعية بقضايا البيئة، وإزاي مشاركتهم في جايزة النجمة الخضراء بيساعدهم على دعم القضايا البيئية والمجتمعية اللي بتهمهم. ده بودكاست جونة فيلم بود، البودكاست الرسمي اللي بيغطي أهم أحداث مهرجان الجونة السينمائي من إنتاج TPP.
Well, we are here together as a jury
Yes.
for the environmental
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
We start this evening
Yeah.
with the
In a bit,
first
actually.
film,
We're
in a
starting
bit,
in a bit.
so we don't have the whole evening to talk about the environment, about the green film. For me to be asked as a jury member, and I'm not sure about you, but we'll find out. It was like an honor to be invited to be in this section, actually, because I think in our field of working, it's becoming more and more important that we are aware of the whole sustainability and the environment and the impact we have as an industry in the way we tell stories and how we make stories,
True. Yeah.
how it works together with nature, with the environment, the world we live in. So not only subject-wise, but also producing and making films. So that's why I was very proud to be
That's
invited.
incredible.
Yeah.
And you, Ahmed, what drew you to be jury member? Especially today for the Green Star Award. What drew you to be
Well,
a part
I'm
of
happy
this?
that to be part in the first edition of this competition. So it's a great honor, and I've been active somehow as much as possible with considering the environmental issues lately, and so being part of this for me it's an opportunity to learn. And to see how this is going to work, and hopefully we get inspired as not just an artist, but like actors like you and me, but also as filmmakers as also. It's a very important thing.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's a learning experience for all of us that come and watch films that are related to environment, to protection of wildlife, to preservation of wildlife. I think it's a great learning experience for all of us to be a part of the Green Star competition. I guess also it helps us as filmmakers, as actors, actresses, it helps us raise more awareness. I guess that's what really, really got me so excited to be a part of the jury.
Yeah.
With other than you guys, it also made me super happy to be with you. But I guess this competition is very special. It's very profound in its meaning, and it has a great impact. And especially here, El Gouna is very keen on always advertising sustainability, recycling. They're very keen on always going the extra mile, even if it's not as easy. We were just discussing, you and I, it's not easy to live a sustainable life, but it's a conscious decision, and it's a decision that you wake up and do basically every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's also good to know that little steps are steps. It can't be done in one day. We have to grow into it, grow into this way of thinking and be aware. And
True.
maybe not everything works or will help. We'll keep on traveling for sure. And sometimes things can't be different, but then you can do something else
Yeah.
as well. And I think it's great that actors as well have this awareness
Mm-hmm.
because you are, also the spokesman, women for the film, and you can raise awareness
Yeah.
True.
to the public, to the journalists, to the media.
Yeah.
So that's very important as well.
So I guess I'm going to take a lead on asking a question. I think that a lot of people who want to know more about this competition specifically, they would want to know, what are we as jury members of the Green Star competition looking for in the movies? So I'm going to say my piece, but I also want
Yes.
to everyone to hear your pieces too. So tell me, what are we looking for? What are the elements that we're keen on finding? What are the things that really are gonna make a change if this is a movie that really talks and discusses the environment in a way or not?
Yeah. Well, I think there are two sides of how you see an environmental film. There's the film that there's the part that is considered with the subject. It's the subject is like a subject about the environment, about climate change, about nature, and there's another side which I'm really interested in. And looking forward to learn about this more, is how environmental the film is made,
Mm-hmm.
how environmentally friendly the film is made. So you can make a film about the environment, but but you can spend a lot of energy, and you, like, produce a lot of waste, and you have, like, contribute with a big carbon print to make a film about environment. So that's gonna be a mess.
So it's not really a full circle there at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wish that this competition and the Gouna would inspire other film festivals and inspire filmmakers, and the film that we'll choose to win will be a seed somehow. And us too. When we talk about this prize at the end, we also would. I think we should encourage that we are not just interested, and we should not be just interested about environmental issues. It's also about environmental making, environmental industry. I think this is really important, and Gouna Film Festival is proud that its carbon print is lesser than other film festival. So I think we also should encourage filmmakers to have a lesser carbon print.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think this is an important criteria for me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I do agree actually on your view on how to look at the films. But I also think that each film, documentary or feature, it starts with a story. So it has to attach you. It has to do something in your heart or in your belly. It's emotion. And I don't feel connected with films who want to push a message into me, like,
Definitely.
Of
you are
course.
bad, or you are this and you should do that. Or I like more poetic way in a way, and not to bloom it up, to not to be outspoken, because I think you can be poetic and very outspoken. So that balance between the hard facts of the carbon print and the way it's been made. What's the story about? How does it, feel is like a weird emotion maybe, but um, why is it touching me?
Yeah.
Why is it touching me? Yeah, I think that's important too.
I think that's really
Yeah,
important. Yeah,
because that's where it starts, I think.
definitely. And
It
this is
does,
what will make
yeah.
the film actually live.
Yeah.
And not just the subject. The subject will
No.
die, but
True.
the story will.
No, yeah.
Because there's an artistic part to it.
Yeah.
We were also
Yeah.
just discussing that 5 minutes before, that you can send a message across, but you really need to figure out a way that you're going to say it that is not just spoon feeding the message that you want, but also add artistry to your film, add elements that captivate the audience in a way, and at the same time raise awareness
Yes.
and shed light on the cause that you're keen on shedding light on. So I guess these are, like, you've discussed all the elements that I also am very keen on seeing in the films that we're gonna watch. And I guess there's so many causes that this Green Star competition encompasses. So I'm really, really looking for. I wish we had this discussion after the films, just so that we
Yes.
can, like,
Yes, really.
discuss the films
Yeah.
in depth. But it also makes it exciting that after this we're gonna see the films and we're gonna witness all the causes and messages that the filmmakers have been wanting to share with us. Maybe we
Yes.
have a discussion also after.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
and
should.
during, I think.
Sorry?
And during
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
after each screening.
I think after each screening we should
Yeah,
talk.
because we
talk about.
start this evening in
Yes,
like
we do.
15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And we haven't seen one film yet, so
Yes.
we're an open book in that way, huh?
Yeah, we are. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're an
So,
open book.
yeah.
There's actually a question here. Like,
Yeah.
I keep referring to the
Yeah.
note because we've been given some really, really good questions, and I
Yeah.
guess I'm like really
Well,
excited to
spit
read
it
them.
out.
But there's one question that I think is very interesting. In our opinions, how can a film contribute to social change? In your opinion, how is that possible? Can it contribute to an impactful social change? Have you seen a film that you feel it has, maybe not this year, any other year, that has made an impact, that has shaken the industry in a way and made some change environmentally,
Environmentally, not just socially.
socially, environmentally?
Sometimes a combination.
I
Yeah.
would love to
Yeah.
see that, a combination of that.
Yeah, that would be awesome,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Movies can have a huge impact. That's absolute. And is there any movie that you know that
yeah,
has
I'm
created an
thinking
environmental
because
change?
I'm sure that I know that there are films that can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you make a film, yeah, then I have to talk about a film that I produce, which I don't like that much because it's a beautiful film, but I also would like to
Oh, this is your own
refer to
experience.
other
Please
films.
do,
So this
yeah.
is my own experience. That's true. That's the Silence of the Tides film I was talking about. It's about the nature in the Netherlands, up north in the Netherlands. And we decided not to make a nature film in the more classic way. So, with music, with violence, with voiceovers, with interviews, we decided to make a film, a poetic film, just for the cinema, without music, without voiceover, without interviews, just showing what is happening in nature. And by doing that, giving the spectator the feeling that it's part of nature, because we always make films about nature, but we are nature. So if we take care of nature, we also take care of ourselves.
Of course we do, yes.
Yeah, and I sometimes feel that people are not aware of that because they think they can change or they can interfere with nature, but that's not always possible, or mostly not possible, I think. Nature has its own way of dealing as well. And well, so that's what I think a film can do.
Yeah,
It can change in different ways, but
yeah.
yeah, and that appeals to me. I don't like the films who are full frontal in my face, saying you are wrong or you should do that
Yeah.
or this. But that's personal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
So how's that for you?
For me, I guess films can have an impactful environmental change, or maybe not even an environmental change as much as raising awareness
Yeah.
amongst people to move towards more environmentally friendly decisions later on in their daily lives, or even in filmmaking. I was just also thinking how we as people of the industry, what's our role? How can we shed even more light next to the Green Star competition? How can we shed more light on set when we're filming, when we're preparing for characters, when we're producing films, directing films? How can we be a voice that is amplified on set, especially when we're talking about environmentally friendly decisions to take? Like you said, the noise part, the plastics, there's so many ways that you can decrease your carbon footprint when you're filming, but it needs to always be a conscious choice. And I guess since we are in the industry, it is our role to always, as much as we can, even take small steps. It shouldn't be a feeling of pressure where you feel that you need to do 100%, because the pressuring part of, oh, I should go 100% or not do it at all, it's what stops us from actually taking small steps. So I guess just little steps amongst ourselves, and then sort of increase it slowly but surely throughout the entire production of a film, is what makes the impact. Like Ahmed said, I would love to see a movie that is environmentally friendly, produced and made, where the filmmakers and the producers took into consideration the fact that we are creating a movie that discusses one aspect of the environment, and we're shedding light on one, be it wildlife, be it recycling, be it sustainability, but we're also trying to live by what we're preaching.
Yeah.
So this is one, like, it's not easy, we get it, but it's doable. But it needs to be a conscious constant decision.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
It needs to be something that you wake up and decide to do. Yeah.
Sometimes you fail and sometimes you succeed, and
Yes,
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
okay.
that's
And that's
okay,
completely
right?
fine.
Yeah.
Just take it one
Yeah.
step at a time.
Yeah.
Small
Baby
steps
steps.
towards big leaps. I mean, that's where it all starts, from small steps.
Yeah.
Well, also this question that we started this with, we're talking about the impact of the film and the social impact and the
Yes.
environmental impact of the film. Uh, I find this very interesting and important. Like, I think any good film that you've ever liked have layers of awareness and consciousness somehow. There's a political level in the film that you like, and there is a social level, and there's a humanitarian level, and there's many levels in a good film.
Mm-hmm.
But you rarely see an environmental level. Like I mean, I think what we should be trying to do as you know, filmmakers, or as a film festival, like, or a competition like this, is to try to shed light on the environmental conscious, the level of, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, there is a level of consciousness that's considering environment that unfortunately we don't give much in attention to, like, and this is actually ingrained in us. If we are away from the city, if we are close to nature, we'll be very aware of it.
Mhm.
Like, if we make films outside the city, if we've never seen all this concrete and all this asphalt, you know, we'll be making films more conscious about nature and about everything around us. But we are so much consumed, as even as artists who live in big cities, in other subjects, which is a really important subjects like political or social and stuff. But we lost this ability to communicate with ourselves and the nature around us. And I was when Tara was saying this question, I was asking myself in my first feature, the film that I directed like 5 years ago, was I conscious about things? So I think it's a level of awareness, and I think us talking about this subject now is helping us, and maybe hopefully will be helping others to also dig deeper into his how aware he is, how this artist is, how aware he is about his nature and things around him. Was I clear?
You
Yeah,
were
very
very
clear.
clear. Yes.
Because I was just thinking.
Absolutely.
No point taken, actually.
You were very
No,
clear, yes.
yeah. Is it time to go to the
I think
film?
so.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
checking on my phone. The film is going to start.
Yes.
But to conclude, does
Yeah.
any of you feel that maybe you want to say like a last piece of
Last sentence.
something? Yeah,
Oh,
something.
I'm looking forward. I want to see the
and-
films,
Me too.
really.
Yeah.
To
I
see
want to
where we
say
at.
I want to say that I'm really happy and excited to be with you, and
Yes.
yeah, both of you. Like, I knew Tara from a long time, and I know how conscious she is, and
Yeah.
the effort that she's making.
Yeah.
And
Likewise. You too,
Yeah.
Ahmed.
And now Annemiek,
Yeah.
yeah, knowing that you already made a film about this,
Yeah.
I'm sure
It was
Tara
in
and
Gouna
I-
also a couple years
Yeah.
ago, right?
Yeah, I'm sure we would love to see that.
Yeah.
Talk to you about it too. So we have
Absolutely.
5 films in the competition, but I think
Yeah.
we need to watch the 6th one.
Yeah.
Right?
We absolutely
Yeah,
do.
So
we
I'm really
Yes.
happy and excited and
Yeah.
proud and
Yeah.
and blessed to be with you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, same here. Same here. It's a pleasure. And
Let's get started.
yes, whoever's
Yeah, that's
listening,
Okay.
get more
Yeah.
environmentally friendly.
Yes,
Get acquainted with the
absolutely.
idea and learn
Yes.
more about it.
Good message.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
استنوا حلقة جديدة من جونا فيلم بود كل أسبوع. تقدروا تسمعوا الحلقات اللي جاية على كل منصات البودكاست وتشوفوها كمان على يوتيوب. جونا فيلم بود من إنتاج TPP.